We'll start with Paul. Please tell us what you believe the Murray County Sheriff's Office can do to promote the anti-bullying campaign in our local schools while also promoting the same ideals in the community and the workplace.
I think it starts at home first. I think we have to have parents educate the kids about what bullying is. When they send a text, an email, what they say is not always interpreted the same way on the other side when somebody receives it. So I think first of all we have to start at home. We need law enforcement to educate the kids, same issue. Law enforcement needs to educate the faculty at the school. We need to enforce the policies at the school for anti-bullying. It seems like we get called up there a lot, but nothing ever happens to, nobody's held accountable for what their actions are. And thirdly, I think making an officer presence at the school, talking to the kids, giving them a lyceum, seeing kids that are bullied, making them feel accepted, others will follow. Law enforcement officers need to kind of find those kids, pull them aside, give them encouragement, others will see the same, and hopefully start treating them in the same way that law enforcement does.
I think one of the biggest things is being visible in the schools. I've got the probably unique position here where I'm at the school quite often dealing with bullying issues, other issues. I work very well with the principal and superintendent here. We work through these issues, discuss these issues. One of the biggest things you need to deal with the issue. If a student is being bullied, you have to show compassion, especially for the victims of bullying. Let them know that it isn't right. Whatever they think may have caused the bullying, they have to understand that they are a victim of bullying and that we are compassionate for their situation. You actually have to show compassion too for the person doing the bullying. You have to be firm with them, make them understand that it's not all right, but then you have to let them know that you do want to help them and make things better for them too. Oftentimes bullies are bullied themselves or have other issues going on at home, or things are difficult for them. And sometimes bullying is a result of just them acting out based on other outside things that are going on. So you have to show compassion to both victims and for the bullies, but you do have to be firm and let them know that this is okay. Visibility in the school is a big thing. I do think officer presence in the school is extremely important. I think it's important for employees, the deputies, the employees, everybody at the police department, sheriff's office to stop at the school, volunteer for things that go on in the school so the kids can see you in a positive light, and so that they're comfortable coming up to you and letting you know the things that are going on. And then the other thing is we have to just monitor our own behavior, set a positive example for the kids so that they see that we're being positive in our actions, not bullying others. Law enforcement's a tough thing. There's times in law enforcement that you do have to get mean. That's just part of it. But you have to know that you're going to be fair and that the end result is that you want people to do better. So if you're going to be better at things, you got to show compassion and just have a good visibility inside the school. That's a big thing. Just work with the kids and make them comfortable with you.
I started in law enforcement 34 years ago, and it dates me a little bit. I was a deputy in Texas, and things have changed a lot since I started law enforcement. Bullying and cyberbullying, things go online now. Kids used to leave the school at 3 o'clock when the bullying ended. Now it continues 24/7 with social media, so it's got to be an area that law enforcement is vigilant in investigating as well. I attended school board meetings for the two schools to introduce myself as a candidate for sheriff, and I was surprised that the school board members were shocked that a candidate for sheriff would come to a school board meeting to introduce himself. I believe we have to have a relationship with schools. I personally would like to see a school resource officer in our schools. There's plenty of grant money out there, you just need to know how to go find it. And I believe it would be a good thing to have in the school. I don't want to dwell on the what if could happen. We've all seen the news media, some of the tragedies that have happened around the country. And in looking at each one of those situations, there are two things that always came up. One, bullying was always an issue. Two, every one of those schools, if you would have went to those schools the week before those shootings happened, would have told you it could never happen in our school. So we have to be prepared for the worst and always hope for the best. I believe working with the kids and having positive interactions with law enforcement, not just in the high school, but in the elementary schools, working with kids as they're growing up. Sometimes kids' home environments aren't as great as they used to be. I was fortunate growing up. I had a two-parent household, and mom was always there as we grew up. We have blended families now. We have minority families coming to town. And it's different community than maybe what we grew up in when we were young. And we need to be able to address the changing dynamic in our families. The sheriff's office needs to work with human services, needs to work with the school to intervene if the family is having problems at home. That will help cut down on our bullying situation as well.
And being the last one to answer the question is always difficult because everybody else has given a pretty good answer. I absolutely agree with Randy. There probably hasn't been a lot of interaction in the school, the sheriff's office. The police department has had not a school resource officer, but they have a DARE officer. And that is absolutely something that I would absolutely promote to as a school resource officer. There are grant funding. It's usually a match type of situation. So it gets a little complex. But if we had a school resource officer, a deputy assigned to help develop some type of anti-bullying program in the school, that way you have one-on-one interaction with the students and the facility, the staff. And that would just help promote positive interaction with the students, hopefully reduce the bullying. Randy's absolutely correct on the bullying does not stop. It goes 24/7 with social media. That if we could develop some type of plan or program to help reduce that after hours bullying, that I think would be very, very positive. School does have programs currently that they have griddle card holders. They're pretty much the ambassadors of the school. I think those students are highly respected, and we could help develop those kids into being ambassadors and help